Good morning. Today we are on CO33. I can use a discount to find the sale price. So we're still working with percentages. This time we're doing something that we like to see at stores. We like to see sales. We like to see discounts because it means we are going to pay a less amount. So we like paying smaller amounts because then we can get more stuff for our money. So here are some more situations you may be familiar with having to do with percentages. The $150 phone you have been interested in goes on sale for 20% off. What is the sale price of the phone? Or an 80 pair of jeans goes on sale for 60% off. What is the sale price of the jeans? Or a $20 DVD goes on sale for 40% off. What is the sale price of the DVD? There are different ways we can answer these questions. So different methods, we're going to get the same answer. So do you have a piece of paper to write your notes on? Perfect. So let's look at our phone. First, we're going to learn about finding the amount of the discount first. So we know that that phone goes on sale for 20% off of the $150. So how much is that 20% off? How much do we have to take off? What is 0.2 times 150? What does that equal? Madeline? 30. So that 20% off is $30 off. So what do I have to do to find the sale price, Melanie?
150 minus 30.
I have to do that 150 cost of the phone, subtract out the sale of $30, and I'm left with my new price of $120. So that's one method of finding these, is by finding out what the discount is and subtracting it off. Remember, we write down our calculations so we know what math we're going to put into our phone. We were just talking about phones. We know what math we're going to put into our calculator. So let's look at our jeans. There's an $80 pair of jeans goes on sale for 60% off. If we're using this method, what am I going to write first? Only one person knows what to write. Jimena? Zalda? Oh, back to Jimena. She figured it out. Jimena. So we're at an $80 pair of jeans goes on sale for 60% off.
Oh, it would be
0.60 for the 60% times the $80 jeans. So what is 0.60 times 80? How much do we get to take off? So we should all have our calculators out. We wrote out 0.60 times 80. Callie? It is. Is that the answer? No, that's how much we're taking off. So what's my second step? This is a two-step problem. What's the second step, Ava?
You subtract 0. Or wait, no, you subtract 80 minus 48.
Yeah. Our original price of $80, we're going to subtract that 48 off. We're subtracting off that 60% off. What are we left with? Connor? 32. So an $80 pair of jeans we can get for $32. That's a good deal. Now let's look at our DVD. A $20 DVD goes on sale for 40% off. What's my first step? Melanie?
Like you can write out 40% off.
Yep, so that 40% is 0.40 times that $20. So what is 40% of $20? Madeline? 8. So we get $8 off. So what's my second step, Melanie?
20 minus 8.
That $20 minus that discount of $8. How much are we going to pay for our DVD? Claire? $12. So remember, if we're doing finding the amount of discount first, it's a two-step problem. So first you have to find what the discount is and then subtract that away from the total amount. So I'm not sure why anybody would be on a second page, especially somebody that I specifically talked with about writing out all of our notes. This is only to help you, friends. We're not working ahead, we're listening and taking notes. We have plenty of time to do the math. Does not help us to skip ahead. There is a second method. Finding the sale price directly. So there's a formula that goes with that. So you're going to want to write the formula. You take the original price, and we're going to multiply that by 100% minus your percent. So I'm going to show you what that means. If we look at our phone, the phone's original cost was how much? $150. We're going to multiply that original cost by 100% minus the percent of our discount. What was the percent of our discount? Zelda? 20%. So that means we have 150. 100% is 1 minus that 20%, which gives us, so 100% minus 20% gives us 80%. So we know 150 times 80%, that's times 0.8, right? 80% is 0.8. What is 150 times 0.8? Lauren? 120. We get the same answer. So we could say 100% minus 20%. I can do mental math with that and know it's 80%. So I know that it's 0.8. So I can just put into my calculator 150 times 0.8. Because 80% would be 0.8. Let's look at our jeans. What is my original cost of those jeans? Callie? $80. That's the original. Then I have 100% minus, what's my discounted percent? Zelda?
60.
60%. 100 minus 60 gets me that 40. I know going from percents, I can go to decimal. Right? So instead of putting a percent into my calculator, I'm going to put it as a decimal. And I'm going to multiply that by that original amount of 80. So 80 times 0.4 gets me what? Zelda?
22.
That $32. Same answer. Different way of getting it. Some of us are saying, hey, I really understood finding the discount and subtracting that. I understand that. I want to keep with that. That's fine. Some of us are saying, hey, I can do 80 times 0.4. Whew, I get it, and it's quicker. I want to use that method. As long as you get it and you're doing the math correctly, both methods get us the same answer. You're going to find what works for you. So let's look at our DVD. What was our original cost of the DVD, Madeline? $20. Then we have our 100% minus, what is our percent off of our DVD, Madeline? 40%. I know that 100 minus 40 is 60. So going from 60% to a decimal would be 0.60. 20 times 0.60 is what answer, Lauren? $12. I get the same answer. So we can choose to find the discount first, subtract that away from and find out what our new price is, or you can find that sales price directly, multiplying the original price by that 100% minus the sale price, the discounted percent. Madison,
So can you do it either way?
you're going to decide which one works for you. Some of us say, oh, that original 100% minus the percent, that's a little complicated. I don't quite get that. I'm going to forget how to do it. That first one, I totally understood. Use the first one then. If you're looking at it and saying, oh, I understand the 100 times the 100%, or the original times 100% minus the discount percent, I get it. It's a little bit less math that I have to do. I want to use that one. Whichever one speaks to you and makes sense to you. So let's look at the bottom. So nobody has turned their pages yet because we're still at the bottom. Using one of the methods above, answer each question and show your work. So we do have to show our work on this. So if you just give me an answer, am I going to give you credit for it tomorrow? No. Show your work. So you purchase a $50 video game and use a 10% off coupon at the register. What is the sale price of the video game? Which method should I solve this with? Which one do you want me to use, Callie?
The amount of discount.
Okay, so walk me through, what would I write for that?
You would write 0.10.
0.10,
Times 50.
and what does that get me?
And that gets you 5.
5. So then what's my second step?
You subtract it from the original.
Yeah, the original cost was $50. I'm going to subtract the discount of $5. So I know that the new price is $45. Now, if I wanted to use finding the sale price directly, how would I use that formula, Melanie?
You do 50 times 0.9, which is 45.
So 50 was that original cost. 100% minus 10% is 90%, 0.9. So I could do that. 50 times 0.9 equals $45. I get the same answer. So either way works. You're going to do this last one on your own. Okay. Make sure you do it. If you don't have it done tomorrow, then you're not getting credit for your homework. Claire?
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
And it's like, right?
Yep.
But from right here, like this,
Yep.
that's still work on that too. Because I did that too, and it like still answered only one question, but like still work.
For the $50 video game? Which one are you talking about?
This one?
The bottom one?
Yeah, I used the method.
Yeah.
This one, and it shows like
You can use either method.
Oh.
Either method works. It gets you the same answer. So if you use that first method of finding the discount and subtracting it away, that will give you the same answer as doing the formula with the original amount. Okay, so either way will get you the same answer. So let's look at our second page. Let's look at that second page. We have a table that we need to complete. You're going to decide which method you're going to use to find that sale price. So if we're going to do the discount, finding the discount first, you would do that 0.20% times 30 equals $6. And then you're going to subtract that. So $30 minus $6, and that gets us $24. Or you could say, I want to do the original amount times 100% minus 20% is 80%. 30 times 0.8, and I get $24. Either way, you get the same answer. I do want you to show me which way you're using, which method. So write out the calculations that you're doing so we know which method you use. So when you fill in that table, show me the method that you're using to get your answer. Are you multiplying and then subtracting it out, or are you just multiplying that original with that percent? You're going to complete that table. If you need more space to show your work, there is space at the bottom. There's also a whole blank page to the left of your paper. Look at all of that workspace that you have. You can use that. Then we have some word problems that I want you to try to figure out on your own, answering those questions. And the very bottom, we have some review, converting between fractions, decimals, and percentages. So if they give you a decimal, then show it as a fraction, as a percent. They give you a fraction, show it as a decimal and a percent. So show the other two forms that isn't being shown. Remember with your fractions, what is our final step with our fractions? Zelda?
You gotta put the top on as a whole number.
Final step with our fractions. What do we always have to do with our fractions? Simplify, simplify, simplify those fractions. We know the magic number is 100 as that denominator, but then simplify it down. Any questions on today's math? When you are finished with the math, remember, Khan Academy is due on Thursday. Math packet number 5 is due next week, Tuesday. If you turn that math packet into me before this Friday, I will correct it and you will have the opportunity to fix mistakes trying to get 100% on that math packet. So it's a good deal to turn it in early to try to fix mistakes. Packet 5 is due next week, Tuesday. Khan Academy is due this Thursday. If you're finished with everything, then you have a Math Masters binder, you can work on that. If you're finished with everything and you do not have a Math Masters binder from Mr. Schultz, you can challenge yourself on Khan Academy by doing some other lessons on Khan Academy with percentages, reading some of those articles or watching those videos. But this is math class, so let's focus on math. Also, if you are wanting to do retakes on Friday from our last test, make sure you get those practice works turned in to me so I can correct them before class time on Friday. If you are watching this at home, we hope you are well. We hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.